I bought some yarn. Look at this. Look. I went like all in. Let me put that aside. Okay, I think I'm comfortable. Hello, beautiful people. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Michael, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to Flosstube number 3. It's been quite busy 2 weeks in my life, and in 2 weeks I'm going on holiday for 2 weeks. And I don't know, quick update, I don't know if I will be able to provide another and film another Flosstube video, because I will be spending the time of my holiday with my partner at his place, and I don't know if I'll find... No, I will find time, because we are still under lockdown and we cannot travel pretty much anywhere, but I don't know if I will find proper environment to film at, and I'll probably take my tripod with me. It's a very small tripod. I have to stack up few different things on top of it just to have it on my eyesight level. So I will probably still take it and attempt at least to film something. I'll take few projects with me. But one of my no, I've got something in my eye now. I think it's an eyelash, whatever. I'll have to deal with it, I guess. I will not take one of my fresh starts with me, because it is big project. And you saw the I guess the preview of it just a second ago with all that yarn. And thanks to our friendly Flosstuber Noah Stitches on YouTube and Noah period Stitches on Instagram. You can check his YouTube, check his Instagram. He kind of inspired me to try crocheting for the first time. I never did that before, and the work that he did, the blankets that he made, they're mind-blowing and amazing. So I thought, hey, he's doing that, he's able to do that. I know he was cross-stitching since he was like little, but hey, I'm not that old, not to learn something new. So I thought I will... Coincidentally, they had like a craft week in my local supermarket, so I was able to snatch a little bit of yarn. I hope I got enough for a blanket. I want to make a big blanket. But yeah, I already started a little bit. I can show you off. This is just a small fraction of it. If you can see, I'm starting with gray, chunky yarn, very big. I don't know exact specifics of that yarn, because obviously it's acrylic yarn, and it's 400 grams, and that's pretty much what you get on the packaging. You don't have any more details about it. So you can see there's my chain. It goes and goes and goes and on and on and on. It won't be a huge blanket. I want to make like a one-person blanket just for me, just for me, because I want to do something for me. And if it will work out and if it will look good, I will probably make another one, a bigger one. Not with that yarn, because I will probably use up most of it. But yeah, this is what I did at the moment. It's not perfect. It's my first time crocheting, so I'm quite excited. It's a little bit difficult with this yarn, because it unravels as it goes. It just unravels, and you can catch the single strands of yarn, and it's annoying because sometimes your little hook doesn't want to get through it. So I'm quite slow. Obviously, I'm not skilled with it. I still have to, plan exactly what to do, and I cannot just, most people just mindlessly go and like watch a movie or something. They just go with the yarn, and it's just project just moves on rapidly. But it might take me a few months until I finish it. I'm hoping to finish this row at least today. It's Sunday. Sunday off, and I'm prepared this time a little bit better. 7th of March, Sunday. Yeah, so I'm planning to do this. This is my new start. I don't know if you are interested in crocheting, but I think if you are interested a little bit in, if you are interested in cross stitching, you might be interested in crocheting. It's still floss, but it's, you know, bigger and more chunkier. But yeah, that's my new start. Yeah, let me just put that aside. I don't want this yarn to go everywhere, and I don't want to mess up my project. There we go. Sit here. Be nice. Thank you. Okay, so this is the project. It is Lark's foot blanket. As you can see, I downloaded this free pattern off the internet, but actually I'm not using it. Solely because I don't know all the acronyms and the terminology in crocheting. So I'm just following a YouTube tutorial, and I'm just at the beginning because I was just trying to do the chain for the first time, and it didn't work out. I did a sample batch of just, you know, chain crocheting, just single crocheting, and it was supposed to be a square. And this is how it looks. It's like a trapezoid. It was just horrible, but I love it. I don't know what I will use it for. It can be a coaster if I'm, you know, mad enough to use it as a coaster. It's just like a chunk of yarn misused basically on my point. But yeah, it's something. I mean, I obviously missed few chains. That's why it's getting shorter and shorter on the side. So I will try not to do it this time. I will be more careful, and hopefully my blanket will start to grow and show. So I'll be able to show something on, you know, on my next Flosstube, which might be in 3 weeks time if things go south and I won't be able to film. So yeah, that's my little coaster, I guess. Oh, I have a drink this time. I have like sparkly little drink. It's not beer. I'm not a big fan of beer. Yeah, so that's that. Let me put it aside. I made a stash here, like a little pile that I want to show off, so I don't have to run around. So the first thing, I've been to Lakeside Needlecraft website. If you want to have a look how it looks like, this is a little like a slip when in your order when you put in. So they've got exclusive fabrics and thread club, unique stitch alongs and fabrics, extensive range of needlecraft products and charts. So you can actually buy everything you need on their website. I went on their site because I just wanted to start the frogs already, so I bought some floss, and I think it should be here. Yeah, it's down there. No worries, I will get to it. So I've checked. I bought all the floss for the frogs, so I'll finally be able to start them. I haven't started them yet. I don't want to grid. I will grid the fabric today. Oh, obviously I forgot to show you which fabric I will use. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab it real quick, like blink an eye. Bam, back. Everything's organized. So I think for the frogs I will use this wooden, like forest even weave. It says, moment, it's 32 count. It's their exclusive fabric. It is woodland even weave. So as you can see, it's a beautiful light green color. I don't know if it shows. Yeah, it's pretty okay, I think. So it's dyed on the one side, so I think it's actually just printed on the fabric. It says you shouldn't use any detergents, so I'll probably use like a light dish soap just to wash it afterwards. So it's 32 count even weave, and I think it will go very well with the frogs because it will imitate rainforest a little bit, so I'm going for that look, and it will actually look much better. I think I will leave more fabric around the frogs, just to have more options while framing. Like, you know, extra extensive, like more fabric around the project, so I could stretch it down on bigger like a frame, or do the passepartout. So this is the cardboard border around. So I'm not sure what I want to do with the project yet. But going back to the recent purchases, I bought few fabrics, and I bought them of a discount because they were like odd size fabrics. So I think these are like leftovers when the people cut the fabric to specific size, like the standardized size. For example, 40 centimeters by 70 centimeters, and this is like their standard that they are selling, and they've got a bunch of leftovers, so I bought them, and they are significantly cheaper, so I'll use them probably for some smaller projects. So I have here linen. Linen. One moment, I forgot the name. It's a specific name of the linen. I don't know why. Let me just go into my really fancy iPad and account of like site. I just told you that I'm prepared and I'm not. Let's go. Let's go to my order actually. And let's be sure that sorry, I should be prepared. I should be prepared. Perfect. Orders. Okay, let's go to our orders. Yeah, I bought a lot of threads, and we'll get to that. So it is Zweigart 32 count Floba linen. I don't know what Floba part of it means. Is that Floba? It's a color? There was no picture attached, so I just bought it blindly, and it's like a nice oatmeal linen, but I'm not really sure if that's like actually a linen. Well, it's rougher on this on to touch, but I don't see any imperfections on it, like chunks of, you know, fabric or anything. So it's quite interesting. So what I thought, because this linen is like a grayish, oatmealish, the raven from Ravenclaw will just look gorgeous on it. So this will be my cloth for the raven, and I just ordered the floss for it, along with the different project that I will talk about. So the floss is on its way, so it'll be my new start for upcoming weeks. So feel free to follow me on my Instagram. It's Star Parade Craft. You should be able to see the progress of it. So yeah, this is a beautiful linen. I'm very excited to try out the linen. It was cheap. I paid for it. Let me look. I paid linen £11 for it, for a 45 by 70 centimeters linen. This is great. This is a big boy linen. So I'm very excited to try out the linen for the very first time. I will probably hate it because it's uneven. That's why I usually that's why I shifted more to even weave things. So saying that, I bought another linen. It is 35 count this time, country mocha linen, and I think in the future I will buy some like coffee motif, and it'll look gorgeous on this mocha fabric. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. Oh, I should show you the oatmeal fabric up close. Look at it. It is so gorgeous. I love them. I'm just so excited to plan out the future projects using those fabrics. yeah, I'm quite happy. I paid for it £10, £10 for linen, and it's 40 by 70 centimeters, so it's like this wide and this tall, I would say. Yeah, something like that. So it's quite a big chunk of fabric. I also bought some even weave, and I bought even weave from the same family, let's say, because it's like the droplets, like splatters, even weave. So I bought white splash even weave with like a, which one is that? Yeah, white splash even weave. So it's a gray, dark gray fabric with little speckles of like paint or splashes. It's very, very beautiful. Yeah, so it's not the biggest. It's I can fit it in the frame, so it's rather for maybe two smaller like hoop projects, but it'll fit two projects on it. So for the price of £7.50, so it was, wow, I was just like, let me get that. It'll look gorgeous. I had to look up. Most of things I looked up because they didn't have the photo. It's just like a photo of the fabric was just a little, I don't know, like a stamp saying sale, and that's it. I can show you. There's no, yeah, look, it just says, it's just a sale, and that's it. That was the photo attached. So whatever, I just bought it blindly. Kinda. I looked it up before I bought it on eBay or whatever, on Google. So the other fabric that I've got is this, it says it's light powder pink splash even weave. So this is like a cream color with speckles of pink splattered around, and it was also 40 by 70, so another two projects, like small hoop projects, can easily fit on it. So I'm very, very excited to start a little bit more hoop framing, which we'll get to that in a second, because I have a finish finish that I can finally show you in person, not like photo how it looks. It's my first finish of the year, and we've got March, so beginning of March, and I'm quite excited what the rest of the year will bring, but let's not get into that yet. So yeah, I don't know what I will use that for just yet, but it's a beautiful fabric. I bought 4 in total, and I'm really I already have plans for 2 of them, so it's really exciting. So I don't know if you're following on my Instagram, but if you do, you probably will, you already know what have I accomplished. I should open my notes. I have like a little journal here with M on it. I got it 2 years ago on Secret Santa, or 3 years ago, and I wasn't even using it that much, but I think it will be nice to keep my like Flosstube notes, what I want to talk about. Oh, and I missed a very, very crucial point, of course, that's why I keep my notes. Oh my gosh, I should organize myself a little bit better. Okay, let me just grab a little bit. Sippy sip. Okay, so I should start that. I should start my video with this. I wanted to thank everyone that subscribed to my channel in the past month. I have reached a milestone, at least for me, it was a milestone, a huge milestone, 100 subscribers. I know nowadays on YouTube, 100 subscribers is like nothing, but I never have imagined to have even 50. When I started this video, I was just like, oh, let me try it out. Maybe, who knows, maybe at least 5 people will find it interesting, and they will like to listen to me and what I have to say. And you guys just blown my mind. And all of the comments, I haven't seen a single comment that was like a negative or hateful towards me. I was just like, oh my gosh, your people are just beautiful. You're just fantastic. And amount of love and support that I've received in the comments was astonishing, and I'm very grateful for every single one of you. You can, obviously, I'm not saying that, okay, you have to always, you know, you should respect me, but you don't have to always agree with me. You can tell me what you didn't like, or what you are expecting me to post here, or I can, you know, follow that or not. It's up to me. But uh, if you do, if you criticize me in like a respectful manner, it's fine. I'm not mad about it. But if you, please don't spit out like a hateful comments towards me or anyone else, because that's just bad manners in my opinion. If you want to tell me something um, bad or something like that, just don't. But if you want to criticize me and do it in a respectful way, feel free to do that. Because I'm open to suggestions, and I'm open to other people's points of view. I might not agree with it, or you might not agree with things that I say, and it's completely fine. We are different people. We have different points of views. We grew up in different environments. I grew up in Poland, so my mindset is completely different than other people's, and the way I live, it's also completely different from your way. So it is okay to have differences, because if every single person were the same, the world will be very, very boring place. Moving along, moving along. Okay, so next thing on my list is the fully finished object. I was very excited to finish it, and the first time you saw the project on the Flosstube, it was just an outline, and I really sat down and just go all into that project, and I finished it on Thursday, and on Friday I was actually framing it, which is a hoop finish. I still need to put a little bit felt on the back just to look nice and cover up what is back there, but it's not necessary. The project is done, and it's just, no one sees the back anyway because it hangs on the wall. It will hang on the wall somewhere, I don't know where it. But the process of framing it was a total pain in the butt. I got like a special framing hoop kind of thing from my local craft store, and it is a kind of rubbery wood imitation hoop. It was really cheap. It was like £3 for an 8-inch hoop, and it really looks nice. And I will have to show you. This is the fellow. This is the stitch. He's fully finished. Look how gorgeous he is. Look at the colors. Oh my gosh, I was so excited when I finished it. The colors were coming, you know, together very nicely. Look at the back. It's a mess. I know it's a mess. I never did framing before in my life. Look at this mess. Criticize me all you can, all you want, or you can give me some tips. Maybe you have better way of doing that. But look at this. Ohana means family. Yeah, I love him. I don't even know where to put him yet. Oh, there's some hair on it. But look at this hoop. It's very nice, and it's a rubber hoop, and I had so much problem to put it in, because you cannot choose the tension that it puts on the fabric. It just snaps on like a rubber ring. Where I was going with that, I don't know. It just snaps on this plastic inner ring, and it was really hard at first to put it here, but I think I work it a little bit better, so it stretches more. It has a little like metal loop. I think it's actually plastic. Well, I've paid for it a few pounds. No, is it metal? Never mind. It doesn't really matter. It looks gorgeous. It looks very professional. But I love him. It took me 3 weeks to finish him. Almost 3 weeks. I think on the beginning of February, it was on the 9th. On the 9th of February, on the second week of February, on the weekend, over the weekend, I did the whole outline. This weekend only this weekend I just did the black outline of everything, and the Ohana word I put it in. So yeah, and I was just filling the project in. I was just filling by color basically. So I started with greens. I finished the leaves first, went to the ribbon second, and finished the flowers, and went with the ears, and went with the chin and around the eyes. Next was the nose, and last bit was this blue beautiful color that goes all the way up. And there was a stages that I was just bursting laughing because at one point I had everything done, like I had done the ears, flowers, words, and leaves, and I just started to use this light blue to do his eye, and he looked like he got a black eye. He looked like the domestic abuse victim, which is funny because it's Hohana, right? It's family. It was just so funny. But joke aside, domestic abuse is not something that should be joked about. I just found it funny because I don't know. I have dark sense of humor sometimes. So if you know someone that has a problem with domestic violence, I'm really sorry to hear that, and let's just not go into it again, okay? I try to be respectful and respectful and mindful. Okay, so finish. Perfect. Yes. I don't know where to put it now. Okay, let's make a little pile here on the floor. Okay. Take a sip. Are we just 27 minutes in? I just showed you one project. No, two. Okay. So, next thing on the list. These bad boys. I will finally start them next week, probably from Monday. So this upcoming Monday I'll start it. And I will show you how they look because I finally did something and prepared a little bit better. No, this is not something that I wanted to show you. Yeah. This is how they look, fully stitched in a frame. And I think they will look beautiful in that forest woodland, on that forest woodland fabric. Yeah, so I'm very, very excited to start them. And the colors, I bobbinated everything. I prepared the project. This is my pattern. Let's put it aside, and I'll show you the bobbins. This is everything for this project. It's a lot of colors. I even forgot how many. But let me just open it. Come on, don't do me like that. Oh, there we go. So the black is not bobbinated because I'm using it for the fox. So look at this beautiful range of colors. Everything is organized by a number, and they go from the lowest 209 goes down here and goes just down, and the last one is B 5200. So this is my choice of white basically. Yeah, so the project is bobbinated and ready to basically start off, and I'm very excited. But I have to sit down and finally grit my fabric, and I don't like gritting. The pen that I bought thankfully worked really well. I was a little bit worried that they'll leave some ghosting on the stitch, but everything washed out beautifully. I think it's like £1 or £2 on Amazon, and the pen has very fine tip, so I was able to grit an even weave with it, 32 count, which was quite an achievement. So it's cord bond water erasable pen. Look, this is how it looks, and you can see how much have you got in it, and this is quite like a fine tip pen. I don't know if you can see it, probably. There we go. It's quite fine tip, so hopefully it will last me quite a bit and it won't dry out in a year like a DMC pen that I had previously. I don't even know what to do with it. I should probably throw it away. So I bought a few things. I also bought bunch of threads in this little box from Amazon, because I had to return one object that I wasn't happy with it about, and I like got £20 in Amazon credit, because that was the fastest how do you call that, fastest refund. So I bought those threads. They are all black. They're all DMs, not DMs, they are Anchor 310, 310. So I bought them hoping that it will give me better coverage than DMC. I haven't used them yet, but I have a quite big stash of it now. Oh, they don't want to fit myself anymore. So yeah, a bit crinkly, sorry about that. And I bought this embroidery scissors. So they're like stork scissors, or whatever is that bird is called, I forgot. But I bought them in black. I know what to use. I'll use back of this. No, that's not working. Where's my project? Oh, there we go. Frogs. I'll use back of the frogs. There we go. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not very well. Can you see it? No, not really. Whatever. I saw people buying those and just loving them, and mainly I wanted something small and compact, and they are very small scissors. I have Fiskars scissors with me as a backup, so they are quite a little bit bigger. And they are sharp. They are very sharp. I love them, but those black embroidery scissors that I got, they are not the best. I think maybe I got like damaged pair or whatever, because they didn't cut all the way the blade. They only are really sharp. I think the metal just grinds itself a little bit better on the tip of the scissors, so I have to use like the very tip of them just to cut something, because it won't cut if the fabric or something is like on the lower part of it. It's just very loose. I don't know if you can hear it. They are quite loose, and I'm not really happy about it, but they still work. The tip of the scissors is still sharp, so I enjoy using them because they're compact. Right, anything important that I've missed? Not really. Let's move on. Let's move into the fox. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I updated it a few times over there. And this is the finished project, printed out. This is how it should look. And I think this is DMC, not DMC, the Ada finish, whatever. So I'm doing it on even weave. So I haven't finished it yet, but I'm getting close. I'm getting dangerously close. So that's why I was rushing, just trying to buy more floss, just to start something new, to start to show you guys something else. So that's why I prepared the frogs, and we'll start the raven very soon. Okay, I obviously forgot my board. I should be more organized with those. It's my third one. So I think the last photo on Instagram that I posted. One moment. I think this was my last update on it here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, can you see it? Not glare. Yeah, that's pretty good, I guess. This is the previous state that of the project. I really like how the colors of the fur just go well together. I'm just very excited. Just, you know, I'm very excited to finish it, but at the same I'm quite sad because I enjoy stitching the fox. I think the fox is one of my favorite animals, so I feel kind of sad that I have to, you know, finish him and let him go. But yeah. One moment, let me grab the board. Board. Okay, got the board. I know where all my stuff is pretty much. I'm organized. Okay, let's dig out the big guns. I think the fox is my favorite project so far because it looks so stunning. It's done on 32 count even weave, and I'm quite far in. Have you seen those speckles? Let me just show you. Pin stitches, basically. I'll have to do pinch stitches, which I'm not really keen on doing. If you can see, there's a lot of pin stitches, just here. Over here, there's a lot of pin stitches. Back stitching, I don't mind it. I really enjoy, actually. I think I'm one of the few people that enjoys doing back stitching because it really makes makes the image pop, and I really love it and enjoy it, and I really enjoy the process. I'm from what I saw and what I've heard, I think I'm one of the few people that enjoys it. So, come on, work with me, fox. This is his current state. As you can see, I'm done completely with the fox. I'm just putting some leaves around. The ground is done, and leaves on this side are pretty much done. I'm just missing one leaf here and all the leaves on this side. And I will just have to do some pin stitches. I do it freehand because it's more packable for me. I can take this project pretty much everywhere. And I removed quite some floss from it, so this is what's left. Oops, almost dropped it. On this side, this is what's left for the fox. And look at it. Look at this gorgeous man. He's so beautiful. Look at him. Look at his face. He's so cute. Yeah, I think he's my favorite project so far. So I taped the edges just to keep my fabric from fraying. So the masking tape, I can confirm it works really well to keep the project at base. So yeah, I just fold it in half and half and keep it in my beautiful black folder, which has a lot of things. Actually, I never thought that this will be a good, like, a project bag per se. I don't own any project bags. I'm not that fancy of a Flosstuber. Maybe one day when I'm old enough. So if you can see, this part keeps the colors and the symbols for me. It just have like a little plastic vinyl clear pocket. Here I keep my scissors. Oh, fancy, isn't it? Here I keep my pan for gridding, and there's a first pocket with my project and my spare scissors and the rest of the projects that I'm planning to do or doing at the same time, because it keeps me organized. I know what I want to work with, and what is the next project. If I need a pattern for my project, I know where to find it. It just keeps me really organized, and I love it. It's made by Box Office. I don't know the actual name because I have it from work, and it just have this little how do you call them? How do you call those? I I knew the name. Velcro. Yeah, I thought. Ah, yeah. I know English. I know English. What was that? Never mind. Okay, so yeah, that's that. And another big news. Well, for me it's kind of big. I will start my first full coverage project, and it won't be hate or anything like that. It'll be a self-drafted project, so that's exciting, isn't it? Because I tried to find a kit for it or find a pattern for it on the internet because it's easier because someone already did that, and no, there wasn't. And I really wanted to do that because there's story behind it. So there is that book called Lost Words. It's usually a book read to younger children, and my current partner has the follow-up book, like spells something, word spells or lost spells or whatever. So the lost spells or whatever that book is called, I will probably butcher down below in the comments that no it should be called that. It's not last whatever, last spells or whatever. So funny thing about it that he owns the second book, which is A5 paper, so it's like normal, notepad size of a book. It's quite thick. It's just like this thick. Illustrations are gorgeous and beautiful. So he got that, and one day, like few months ago, I guess we were just walking when the lockdown wasn't in power yet. So I think it was November or something like that. He popped into we just popped into the bookstore, and he just told me, oh, I'm looking for the first book because I just want to have a full collection, just those two books together. And they had it in stock, but we couldn't find it. Even sorry, I burped. Even the workers there were having troubles to find it, and we couldn't find it. So we just forgot about it, and I told him I will eventually get you that, and I did, and I eventually did it. I bought it on Amazon. I bought it for the Valentine's Day. I wrote a nice dedication inside, and when the book came in, I already knew why we had trouble finding it, because it was massive. It was just big, like A4 paper. It was big as this board, maybe a little bit shorter, but it was huge, humongous. No wonder that we couldn't find it, because we were looking for something like this caliber. We were just looking for a normal A5 book, which is like a normal size book, and it was just I was just bursting laughing at him when I opened this big box from Amazon, because I didn't know what I ordered. I was expecting a book, not like a freaking cutting board. That was so funny, and I wrote like dedication. I found the book. Who would have thought that this is so huge? No wonder that we couldn't find it, right? Yeah, so it was such a funny thing. But inside the book, there's like one illustration of two otters swimming together, and my partner just fell in love in this picture, and we thought that maybe we should buy it. Maybe we should get the print out, because when you think about it, they should make if the art is quite popular, then they make like a prints of it, so you can buy it online. And we found it. We actually found it. Look. This is the picture. If you can see, let me just put my finger here. This is how it looks. It's a print, okay? Fact. It's signed. It is signed print. But, sorry for my fingernails, but it is a print, okay? The size is 21 inches by 14 inches, which is 35 centimeters over 36 centimeters, okay? And let me just zoom that in. This is the price that they're asking. This is the price that they are asking for print. Not original picture painted. It's a print. It's £375 for print. I know it is signed by the creators of the book. Jackie Morris painted it, and I was just like, that's crazy. That's so much money for a print. I don't care if it's signed. I don't need to have it signed. But we just wanted to buy something that will hang on the wall when we finally move together, and will look very gorgeous and beautiful. So I thought, I will make a pattern. I will make a pattern out of it. I don't care. I won't sell it on Etsy. I'll just make it for myself and for my own use. And fact, it might take me like a year to complete it, but I will not spend £375 for it. I'm sorry, I'm quite salty about it, but it's a lot, isn't it? I think it's a lot for a printout on the paper. Like, come on, it's you can buy like painted picture with oils or acrylics, but cheaper than that. In a matter of fact, I have something like that. I paid £85 for oil painting, which I adore and love. But come on. I know I'm quite salty about it, but well, it's a lot of money. You're asking for something that you can copy and print X copies of it for basically nothing. Sorry, I'm quite salty. So I drafted 3 samples of the pattern, and when I'm this weekend I didn't went to my partner because my friends wanted to see me, and I said okay, let's just catch up. And you might think, oh Michael, why catching up? You shouldn't catch up. It's coronavirus time, isn't it? We are during lockdown and you shouldn't travel anywhere. Well, they are my work colleagues, and we spend a lot of time at work anyway, so I didn't find an issue with it. And we as an NHS staff, at least in my practice, are obliged to do a COVID tests on regular basis, and we have to do one on Wednesday and one on Saturday. We are not clogging up the NHS with it because we got a kit. I'll show you. This is my kit for testing it. You have some sticks to put in your mouth. You've got little vials that you put things in, and individually packed tests like that. So we have to test it every Wednesday and Saturday and post the results. So basically, we wanted to meet up on Saturday, so everyone did test tomorrow in the morning. Everyone was negative, so we were safe and sound to meet up in a small group. It was just 4 of us, so it wasn't like a party. We just had a little board game night, and we drank a little bit of ciders and beer and tasted a few alcohols. Anyway, so that's why I'm filming this when it's still daylight. And that's why I wasn't seeing my partner recently. So, but I'll see him next week. Don't worry. Well, why should you worry? It's none of your business actually. But yeah, so I'll see him next week. So back to the authors. So I drafted few patterns with different like options on the program, and this is how it will look. This is the low count color, and I turn off the dither option, and dither option is if it's enabled, it gives you more confetti on the project, and if you turn it off, it will just like generally use the color around it to compensate. So this is how it looks using low color count. it's still very beautiful, but I don't like those greens here in the corner. It's just, I think it just looks horrible. So this is like the last resort option, and I bought all the colors for this. But then I just looked at it and thought, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look perfect. It will never look perfect, I know, because it's cross stitch, and translation to cross stitch is a little bit different. But I don't like few things about it. So I drafted yet another pattern, and I think I like it the most. It's 110 colors. The other one is like 58. But I turned the dither on, so it made me a little bit of more confetti. But the colors are much better, and I think this will be my project to go. I will do this. I will do this full coverage. Those beautiful otters will be mine, not for £375, but for about probably £60 in total. I ordered already the floss, like basic floss, but they match pretty much. Most of the colors are the same, but I'll have to buy extra ones basically. And I bought the fabric because we discussed that with my partner, and he wanted a bigger piece. So on 25 count even weave, this project is exactly A3 size. So this project on even weave is basically this big. 2 A4 pages slapped together. That's the size. But he says that, oh, I wanted just a little bit bigger. So I went down to 20 count, and well, to 20 count you have few different options, and I decided that, okay, it's full coverage. So I can use an Aida fabric because it won't show. Basically, it'll be easier for me to stitch on 20 count fabric, you know, 1/1, not worrying about anything. 32 count doing 1/1 would be quite difficult, I think. And I could do it, I could attempt it, and it'll be probably look even better, but the thing is, I don't want to use that kind of fabric for that. It'll be full coverage. The fabric won't even show on the finished project, so why should I stitch on something more expensive? I actually discussed that matter with Noah from Noah Stitches. You should follow him if you don't. You probably are, because he has like almost 3,000 subscribers on his Flosstube. So he finished a lot more projects, and he was a person that I was able to reach to and talk a little bit about it, and he just told me that I should probably go with 20 count Aida, because as I said, project will be completely covered with stitches, so no fabric will show, so I can spend a little bit less money. And the best thing about it, that I found a Aida that is pre-gridded, so I don't have to do any gridding. So this is like a dream come true for me. I think nobody likes gridding, actually. Maybe a few people enjoy it, like I enjoy backstitching, for example. And this is a little bit different dither option, but it's pretty much the same. It just adds one extra color. I don't know even where, but it is pretty much the same. So I'll take these samples to my partner, and we'll discuss which project I should tackle, which project we should consider, you know, doing. Well, I'll be stitching it, but he'll be probably providing some drinks and foot massage. Just, you know, compensate my time. But I'll be posting that on my Instagram, definitely, and I will give you updates, because I really want to stitch it. It's not even that because he requested that if I could do it. I really want to stitch it because the image is very beautiful, and kudos to the person that painted it. I got it on the, it is, I got it on my actual project. It's Jackie Morris, and it's 18 pages of worth of project. So it's not the biggest there, because I heard people stitching like huge projects with 24 pages or 30 pages. It's 18 pages, so it shouldn't take me years and years to complete. Hopefully next year on March we'll be celebrating finish of that project. I'm really hoping, but I don't know. I'll take my time because something recently happened. I got some hand cramps and pain in my right arm and hand, and those fingers, I don't know why, fall up. And cramps in my hand and pain here and pain over here. I think I overworked myself with this project because I was just went ham with it. I just wanted to finish it as fast as I can, and I was stitching a lot. I was stitching way much than I should. I should be more mindful of my body. So next time I will try to slow down a little bit. Okay. There's one more thing related to cross stitch that I wanted to talk about. And after that will be my personal stuff. So after the next thing you can just click out if you don't want to hear about my personal life. Okay, so throughout the weekend, I think two week ago, I was still working on the stitch, and my partner was playing some games next to me and watching some. We watched some movies, we watched some TV series. What have been we watching? What we've watched recently? I don't remember. I know that we watched something, but it was an animated movie. We watched like a sci-fi movie about the planet and planet Earth that has been destroyed by some alien civilization, and the humanity made like a Titan project. I think that's the name of the animated movie. It's like Titan, Earth Titan, or Project Titan, or whatever that. And it was like a ship that stored DNA of every single plant and animal, and there were just like few people left, and they tried to find this legendary ship and to rehabilitate the planet, and basically hit a reset button on Earth and bring back everything. So it was quite fun. I was just interested. And animation wasn't the best, but I think that's an old animated movie. But I really enjoyed the story. It was really nice. That's that. So yeah, we're sitting on the. I came back home and he messages me if I would show him how to cross stitch. I was like, what? And he explained himself. Yeah, because I saw you stitching the Lilo and Stitch little design, and he really liked how it came along, and he really loved the colors. It's so colorful and it just pops. And he was very interested in the craft suddenly. So I was like, maybe we'll get another Flosstuber in the future, or at least guest in my videos. He doesn't. To be frank with you, he doesn't know that I have a Flosstube. I haven't told him yet. I don't want to tell him because I just want to see how it will go. I will probably tell him if I will hit like a bigger milestone of subscribers. But I just keep it like as my little secret, I guess. That's nothing, major. I think it's just a Flosstube video. But yeah, he wanted me to teach him how to cross stitch. So the next weekend I'm coming to see him. I'll bring some extra supplies and show him how to cross stitch. I made an obstacle course for him. So first obstacle course I'll be cross stitching his name and just single color thread, whichever he picks. I don't really care, I don't mind. And cross stitch your name. Simple project. I think, as a start, isn't it? It's short. It'll take him maybe 15 minutes, something like that, 20 minutes, who knows. And the next obstacle course that I made for him will be the DMC project. Very advanced. Just cross stitch one of the symbols, whichever you want, either the anchor or the steering wheel. So it's done in 2 colors, but I think I'll force him to do the anchor because it has 3 colors and it also has some back stitching. So I think it'll be more exciting to do that, or maybe he'll do both, who knows. And I ordered, like, I have to pick it up. It's ready to pick up from my local craft store. I ordered a little 3-inch hoop, which either the projects will fit. So he will just finish the project and he'll be able to frame it straight away and hang it somewhere, maybe in the bathroom, who knows. I think that'll be exciting for him. And the third obstacle course that I'll make, it might take him longer. It is a DMC project. Wow, shocker. It is this little leafy wreath, or wretch, whatever you call that. It's this leafy wreath. I don't know. I don't know English. It is how it looks. It's a free pattern on DMC. The other one is also free, but it has some words inside. So I tell him, don't even bother with them. I have a plan for that. So I made myself. I made it myself using some free alphabet, cross-stitching alphabet of internet. And yeah, I drafted him words that will go inside. And for that, I prepared something special, and I think he'll be excited. That's why I wanted to leave it as last. Where did I put it? I think it's here. No, it's in my... Because last time, I should show that earlier, but whatever. In my thread box, I bought 2 very great variegated threads from DMC. One is this. Little yellow, green and blue colors, very beautiful. I think he'll use this one, and the other one gray, purple and pink. Yeah, so I bought them thinking that I will probably use it for some wording, and I drafted this. It says, yes, I'm salty, that's my default. And I want him to put that in the center, and it'll be just perfect. It's just perfect. You probably laugh because often I say to him, "Oh, you're so salty," and he's telling to me, "Yeah, that's my default." So I think that's really funny, and it'll really go well, and he'll probably have a laugh and will be encouraged to stitch thanks to that. So yeah, these are 3 obstacle courses. The last one will probably take him a few weeks because he doesn't have a lot of time at the moment, maybe over weekends, who knows. But yeah, that's my last cross-stitching update. Now for some miscellaneous things. This is how you pronounce that. Let me just put that aside. Let me check actually my little notebook to see if I'm missing something from... Yeah, one last thing that I bought. I bought some extra hoops because I think it's like 7 inches, 8 inches and 9 inches hoop. I mean, this hoop I already had, and yeah, I was using this one. Yeah, did I? I think I bought a bigger one. Oh, never mind. I think that's 8. No, that's 9, that's 8, and that's 7. I'm starting to enjoy using hoops actually, because they put the tension on the fabric and your cross-stitching looks beautiful. I will probably keep some... I don't know what to do. Never mind. because I still enjoy freehand stitching. So I don't know if I will use hoops all the time or only for certain projects. I haven't decided yet, but I think I will use them more because the cross stitching looks absolutely gorgeous and very even, which I think everyone is working towards to improve their cross stitching also. So it looks gorgeous and professional, isn't it? So I'll be using them a little bit more. So let's move into music. So I made an order for album that I've been missing, and this is an album of one of my absolute favorite artists. Her name is Aurora, and I own all of her albums that came out. But I was missing one. I was missing All the Demons Greet Me as a Friend. Sorry, All My Demons Greet Me as a Friend. I was missing this album. And I finally got it. I was hesitated to buy it. Not because it's bad. Only because I wanted to buy all of her albums on vinyl. But they're unavailable. And I was very sad. And I didn't want to pay $300 off the internet just to have them imported and get used. You know, they're not new, they're used. So 2 albums together cost $300. And I was just like, oh, I really love her, but not $300 worth of vinyl love her. I really hope that it will make some extra prints because normally they are worth about £30 each, so like fraction of the price. And I'm just mad about on myself that I wasn't able to buy them when they came out, because I have like a little vinyl player here and I already have some vinyls and I really enjoy just setting it up and, you know, take some time like from my life to just enjoy the music. Her music is it's a mixture of sad music, upbeat music, to encouraging music. And if you never heard of her, I recommend at least trying. And if you need a little bit lift up your mood and to feel like you belong somewhere and that you want some words of encouragement, that you are valid, that you're a valid person, because, you know, sometimes you need that from someone. Sometimes you need someone to say that it's okay. You are a good person. You are a great human being, and keep up the good work. So this is what I get from those albums. Some of the songs are really sad and very melancholic, but she sings, this lady sings beautifully. You might probably, if you are a fan of this Disney, you might probably remember her voice from the Frozen 2. She was the voice of the mountains, doing this, you know. Sorry for that, for my singing. But yeah, so yeah, I got all the albums, which is All My Demons Greet Me as a Friend. It was her first album, and their second album, which is like a 2-part album. This is Infections of a Different Kind, and this is A Different Kind of Human. So this is like things, this cover just represents things that are happening within yourself, and this is like expressing yourself to the world. And I really love those albums, and if I could recommend few songs for you to listen, I love most of her work, like probably 90% of her work. That's why I bought the albums. If I love someone's work like in 90-70%, I buy your album. if you have like one or two songs that I really like, there's no point of me buying a whole album, isn't it? What I would recommend, Queendom, song named Queendom. It's a great song. You should listen to it. It's actually opening song of this. Queendom. What else? No, I will not read that out. I'll just tell you what I recommend from the songs that are just popping in my head. So Queendom, a different kind of human, definitely. That's the big one. Just it hits you right in the heart and leaves like a validation and warmth. Queendom, different kind of human. River, that's a good one. River, it's beautiful. What else? I'm missing something. Oh my gosh, I'm missing one big song that I wanted to share with you, but I'm missing it. Dance on the Moon. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful song. That's such a beautiful song. I forgot. What was the song? Michael, what was the song? Well, all of her songs are beautiful, but Lucky is pretty great. I forgot about one song. Whatever, it doesn't matter. All of her music is beautiful, and just go now. Stop the video, pause the video, close the video. I don't care. Just just listen to Aurora. She recently hit 1 million subscribers on Instagram. She's such a beautiful person. And the other album that I was listening that recently just came out, it's from the group called Smith and Thell, THLL. THEEL. Yeah, THEEL. And the album, it's called Pixi's Parasol. Just exactly as the mushroom, Pixi's Parasol. I think that's a very cute and nice name for a mushroom. And this album is a bomb. This album is so beautiful. There's so many songs like Radioactive Rain, Thank You, My Friend. What else? Thank You, My Friend. Nagilima. You should listen to Nagilima. It's such a sad song, but it has an upbeat rhythm to it. It is like basically a love song, but with a twisted ending. It says, it tells you about this couple that one of them doesn't want to stay on this world anymore, and the other person thinks that if they decide to log out from this world, they will consider joining them. And just it's such a beautiful song, but it's such a sad song. It just left an impact on me, and I was like, why this song is called Nagilima? What is that word? What is Nagilima? I had no idea. So you know what I did? I looked it up, and it happened to be a term from a book, because both those artists are from Aurora is from Norway, and Smith and Thell, I think they are also from those regions. I'm not sure which one. Is it Sweden? I'm not sure, never mind. But Nagilima it's mentioned in book that I bought because of that song. I bought that book because of the song. And the book is called The Brothers Lionheart. And it's by Astrid Lindgren. You might probably know her from Pippi Langström. And it is a sad song and sad book. It is a book that you're supposed to read to like 11 years old, and it is book about terminally ill brother. Terminally ill younger brother, that his older brother takes care of him, and he and the Nagilima is the land of the dead, that his brother will have endless adventures and play endlessly, and he just it says in Nagilima you have adventures from morning till evening, and that's what brave Jonathan Lionheart tells to his sick younger brother Carl. And apparently the boys tragically die and they are reunited in the land beyond the stars. And they know that their adventure are just it's just heartbreaking story. I just want to read it. I bought it, but I haven't read it yet, and I'm really curious about it. Yeah. So anyway, I think that'll be everything from me for this 2 weeks. Quite a bit of update, isn't it? Please leave comments. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my English. And yeah, take care everyone, stay safe, and have a great week and weekend. And see you hopefully in 2 weeks. But I don't want to promise, because it will be my holiday, which I deserve. I'm very tired. I want to sleep throughout the whole week. But we'll probably try to do something more interesting and go on a little adventures locally, or walks, or whatever. Just not sit at home all the time. Okay, thank you so much for listening to my hour and almost 20 minutes long video. It's a movie basically at this point. Well, anyway, take care everyone. Bye. Bye, take care.